So since I bought this RV and you need to have work done, this is the one I've been dreading, because that's gonna be the hardest one to fix. Right here, this has to be jacked back up and anchored, re-anchored, and then recoated. But yeah, again, this is the most difficult part of all the things that need to be done to this RV. And here on the inside, this is the angle. I bought this online to use for repairs. So up here it's solid, but down here you can see it's already water got into it and it's leaning forward, and you can see the angle of this, and it's been dragging down almost an inch over here on that end. And water had got into the interior panel, and over here you can see this I guess it's a metal frame which I need to re-anchor up to after I jack things up. So I'm not 100% sure everything that I have to do at this point before I remove all this junk here and start digging it a little bit deeper. But I'm going at it. I have 2 weeks, actually 13 days to get this finished, because we are going on a camping trip with it. Wish me luck. So I'm going to start with making a template, and I'm going to do it on this side because that's going to have the same shape as the other side, but I have easier access on this side. And that way I can cut the FRP, the fiberglass panel, to exact measurement. I don't want to take the window out, not this window but the window on the other side. I don't want to take it out before the weather is dry again. So I'm starting to do some work that I can do now while it's still very humid. So this is very rough marked, probably about a ½ an inch too big, but I'm gonna just rough cut it first, and then we'll cut it down, fine trim it when, you know, to a perfect fit. It. Alright, so here it begins. It's taking me a minute of pondering here to figure out what to do. I asked artificial or ChatGPT for advice. Not super helpful. No 100% concrete diagram showing this model right here, but anyway, it looks like this area here, it looks like this is mounted onto the metal frame. So in order to recover I'm thinking if I have a steel angle that's 8 foot from side to side, going from that side to that side, that lay flat and then has an angle up like this, that I can go across as far out as it goes, and then lay the boards, new boards, which have to be in 2 pieces because they won't be able to get it in here without taking the whole RV apart. So it has to be in 2 pieces or more, and then, but that's why I have the steel, so it will lay on there. This part will lay on here, and the other part will lay on here and over there. That way it will be level. Then I will go on the outside and jack up a board underneath, temporary board, to jack up this board right here, and then screw while it's up, screws in there to hold this up to suck up to the board that's now stiff over here. That's what I've come up with so far. I have these scrap pieces of an old bed frame. Clean them up and weld them together. Hopefully that's long enough. I gotta cut off this piece that's not complete. It has to be straight to have full strength. Alright, I got all 4 pieces welded together. This is actually longer than what I need, but I can go and take exact measure and then cut it to the perfect length. Alright, so let's try this out. Here's that rod for the angle, and that's gonna go way out here, and then this piece I'm gonna weld it on here and then bolt it to this, which is sturdy frame. This side right here, I can't weld it because then I won't be able to move it in, but I'm gonna hinge it. So I'm gonna drill a hole in that, and also the piece coming from that side, so I can get it in position, then put a screw through it, and then bolt it to this underneath the frame here. Okay, so like I said, this one here is not welded, it's a screw, which is not tight yet, but I will tighten it before I anchor it and everything up. I did some discovery here, and this is absolutely a terrible design, whoever came up with this idea, because I would have thought that they would have laid this here on top of a frame, metal frame. It is not. It is hanging in the air, and this little metal strip here is all that's holding this entire thing up in, and which I found the frame is not under here, but it's in here, straight out here. So my plan of screwing here, well, I still do that, but that's not really where the hole is going to be. I have to drill more holes going that way, going into the frame that way, and then and then lift this up. Not initially I thought I couldn't hold it up with just like wood screws, but no, I need to have bolts going from the outside with huge washers and pulling through. This is metal right here, metal strip that goes across all the way. So I'm gonna go through that, through the insulation on the outside, and then so go from the outside and pull it up from here. And when I get this board on over here, then I can screw it all up, so pull it up naturally. Well, at least I know what I'm dealing with now and what I got to do. So I'm finished. Just got these screws in, and so that's stable right now. And then I ordered 2 4-foot long aluminum channels or angles that are 3 inches wide and an 1/8 of an inch thick. That's gonna be for the outside support over here and over here, and that's gonna be far enough in to lift this one here up, and that's gonna be anchored into the actual steel frame of the vehicle. I didn't say it was going to be easy. This might be a little bit easier with 2 people or 3 people, because I need a pressure on here at the same time as I need to be able to pull on those tabs underneath. So this was unexpected. I assumed that the distance from here to here was the same as there to there, but apparently it's pointing a little bit inwards like that. So I need to see the gap right here, and here is tight. So I need to do a little trim on each side to make it even. Alright, so I applied glue to the edge so I can put this end piece on, and hopefully it will stay put without me smearing too much. Got that one there painted on the that's the bottom side. This is the bottom side of this one, and gonna let that dry and then flip it over and paint the other side as well. Probably do 2 coats on the other side. Okay. Alright, so now that's in place. I can't anchor them down yet before I have the angle irons that I was telling you about on each side, on the outside. And then also waiting for an aluminum strip that's going to go here and kind of lock these in place between each other. And then I got to fill in this space and this little space on this side. Taking a template that I can, out of paper here, where I can, you know, cut and then use that to model the FRP that I need to put in this place. I'm almost done. They're cut. Got the end cap on it. Got the glue on it. I applied some liquid nail just around here, and then I'm gonna try to get the window in, and then when that's screwed on and secured, then I can go in and apply more glue elsewhere. I think I need to reposition this so it gets more out to the edge, but this is all the wood that I have here. So in order to do that, I'm going to anchor this one here first, because this is pretty straight where it is supposed to be right now, and then I can anchor that and then move it over a little bit so it will cover better on the other side. All right, I applied this bead of sealer to reduce the chance of water going inside. I still have the silicone and stuff outside. Maybe not perfect, but it's better. Alright, I'm gonna get one drill hole and one screw in, and then I need to go inside and cool off for a minute. It is too hot. Almost 100 degrees today. Right, so that's back on and stronger now than it ever was, even when it was new. But what I'm gonna do now, I moved this over a little bit. It was originally here. I'm moving it towards the front a little bit, and then gonna do the same thing there, and then push the little buckle, push that up a little bit, and see if I can attach the screws from the inside into the old wood, the new wood to the old wood. So this is actually made for bathtubs or around toilets, but it works here. All right, it's on. Looks better, right? Looks clean. I cleaned these covers, and but when I put them back on, it was really tight and it kind of ripped a little bit. So now I get to use the skills that I learned in 6th grade in school to sew, and my mom, she taught me to. Anyway, it's coming in handy. There we go. Full-size bed. And it has a aluminum frame underneath on this mattress part, so you won't, fall down from here. All right. So this is okay when you're driving, but when you get ready to camp, just grab this, and it's in place. Of course, you're gonna put the sheets and all that on it. Let's see here. It'll work. It's gonna work. So I cleaned this up with mineral spirit, and then applying this special RV tape to seal the corners. Now it's somewhat flexible, but not 100%. So the difficult part is going to be over the curves, since I'm going at an angle. And I'm standing on top of the ladder right now, so hopefully you don't have to call 911. So far it's conforming pretty well to the shape. Around the curve. It's more or less done, sealed up on both sides. And this is the window now on this side. You can see the pictures of how it looked before. The only thing, I have ordered more of that RV roof tape, and I want to have another strip covering that strip across right there. And then also gonna go to the back corners with that.